Good morning. Happy Monday. I'm going to start with an attitude of gratitude. And today I am grateful for planners. Who's a planner? Like we are, right? But the planners that you like buy and they have the whole year. Oh, I started using them in high school and it's just life-changing. If you're like me, you just love a new planner and putting all the birthdays in there and all of the things that you've got to do. And it just is so nice to have it there. And I have found that it kind of serves as a history book. It's kind of like a little yearbook of sorts. You can look back and say, oh, remember when we did this? And that's great to reflect as well. So we're going to talk about planning. And I think it's important for your spiritual life to have a plan. You might be like, why are you planning a spiritual life? No, you really need to, in my opinion. I do, because a lot of times we get overwhelmed with things. And some things that I do that just really help me is I plan my giving. And what I do is at the beginning of the month, I write the checks for the whole month. I write all of the checks that will go to the church. And some of you may have a flexible income where you don't know exactly what you're going to make. And I understand that, or sometimes you get paid differently and you don't get paid every week, and whatever works best for you. But the first of the month, I plan to give, and I kind of have that out. So that's already something that, and to me, it says this is the most important thing. This is the most important thing, what I'm going to give to God. And tithing is not an act of generosity. It is an act of obedience. So that's a big deal to me. The next thing I do is I plan my Bible reading. I plan how I'm going to do that. And that's not to say that this can't be tweaked during the year. But I plan, am I going to do it first thing in the morning? Am I going to do it before I get out of bed? Which is really good. That works really well for me. Am I going to listen to it? What am I going to read? What am I going to do? Am I going to do it chronologically, which I think is what I'm going to do this year? This next year, chronological reading. How is that going to work? And that needs to be a plan. Find a Bible study book that you love or that you want to use or implement. I also plan quiet time, which sometimes is literally just sitting in my car for 10 minutes, in a parking lot, just trying to have my prayer time and thoughts together, or sitting at my desk after school before I go pick everybody up. Sometimes it's really simple like that, but plan to have a little bit of quiet time where you can meditate, you can pray, you can be grateful, you can thank God for something. And then if you are married, plan dates. Plan dates. Once a month, plan a date night. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be something that's elaborate, but plan a date night. Then if you have children, plan something with them as well, where maybe you can just be with one of them for a certain amount of time and just be with another one for a certain amount of time, because that's special, to make them feel special and loved and needed and wanted. And so those four things, giving, Bible reading, quiet time, and dates, are something that I try to get in my calendar as I can pretty quickly, because I think those are the most important things. Not that you can't do things outside of this that are going to be spiritual and growth, but plan those four things and let's see how this year goes. Have a great week and know that you're loved.